I I'm here. I'm so excited about that. I know. It doesn't seem, maybe it hasn't seemed as long to you, but it seems like forever for me. Um, I'm here, I'm upright. Most of my voice is back. I finally surrendered. I succumbed to the dreaded corona, COVID, the plague, whatever it is, but I'm back. So I wanted to share with you really super fast something that I have learned and experienced in the last couple of weeks that have made a huge difference. Um, but first, I'm so thrilled you're here. It's that time again. Grab your Legend pack, crank that speaker to 11. Welcome to Legend. I love Harmon's. The Harmon's grocery store. I know those of you on the East Coast, you're like, what the heck is Harmon's? I tried to recommend it to somebody and they're like, yeah, we don't have those out here. Okay, but on the West Coast, here in where am I? Utah, we have Harmon's grocery stores. My first experience with them was probably 20 years ago, maybe more. And I've been shopping at some other stores. I'm not going to mention names, but I will not go there anymore. There's one of them. It doesn't matter what time of day, what day of the week. There is a piece of lettuce smeared across the produce floor every time I've ever been there. So I don't go there anymore, but I experienced Harmon's when I was living south, down in Utah County. And I remember walking out of there in a better mood than when I walked in. Like it was that cool. The people were excited. There was somebody who was sweeping, novel concept for some of these other grocery stores. There was somebody there who was sweeping up and he was whistling, like not in an obnoxious way, but kind of like under his breath, like humming. He was just happy to be there. Now, over the last 20 years, I've talked to some of these employees. I'm like, why are you all so happy? They have a great, they take care of their staff. They take really great care of their employees. They're happy to be there. They're like, it's a good place to work. So that's part of it, I think, is I like to go places where I want to support local, and they are, and I want to go someplace where people are happy. There's another store that I frequent here in Salt Lake City that I swear that people, they had to be dragged in kicking and screaming to work there. They are never happy. They are miserable. And you go there because it's isolated and you can't get these things anywhere else. Anyway, Harmon's. So what I've noticed in the last 2 weeks, having been diagnosed with COVID, having picked it up at the ER of all the weird places, anyway, all the masks, all the sanitizing in the world, managed to catch it anyway. So we have quarantined ourselves because I got it several days later. My spouse got it. I believe my daughter has it now. So it's been this week self-quarantined. And so for the first time in the last 2.5 years, first time ever, but especially in the last 2.5 years when everybody's been doing the grocery pickup and grocery delivery and all those things, we finally did it. Here are the two things that I learned. One, I know that this is something they do for everybody. I know that being able to order online and have people bring it out to your car is something that this grocery store does to survive, to serve their people, to make sure that it still functions as a grocery store. And yet, as much as I know I'm one of thousands of people who did this, in the last couple of days, I felt like I was the only one in the world. I placed my order online. I got a text saying, hey, by the way, we don't have these two things. Are you okay with this? And it was a human. It wasn't an auto bot thing. It was, they took a picture of it and said, Amber, we don't have this kind of almond milk. Can you have this kind instead? You betcha. Let's go. They treated me like an individual. My situation was completely custom and tailored to me. When would you like to come pick it up? Here's a text. Click this button. I mean, and those of you who have done this, I know this seems like old hat to you. It was my very first time, and I felt like I was the only one in the world that the entire staff of Harmon's was taking care of me. I got my produce, I got all my dairy, I got all my stuff. I even got a prescription from the pharmacy. They brought it out to my car. I mean, customer service, Harmon's is thy name. Like it was amazing. Even though they do this for hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people, I felt like I was the only one in the world. It was that special. It was that amazing. It was that real. It was that custom. So there's one thing. The other thing I noticed is images and branding. I know, what a shocker. It matters. I know that surprises you for me to say that. It matters so much because I'm online trying to shop. This is not something I've ever done before. I mean, I shop at Amazon, I shop online all the time for other things. But when it comes to groceries, I walk through the aisle, I get what I need, I get out what's on my list, and I move on. I wanted to find this juice, this fruit juice for my little one. Can't remember the name of it. I'm like, I know where it is in the store, I could see it, but I didn't know what section that was. So I'm scrolling through pages and pages of juices and fresh juices. And you know what I realized? I knew what it looked like. So on page 4, I finally found exactly what I was looking for. I couldn't have searched for it because I didn't know what it was called. I could just do juice, fruit juice. Your images have to look like it. Your images have to look like your product. If that product is you, your images have to look like you. If it's a course, if it's a physical product, it gets to be updated so that it's current, because there are going to be people who have experienced you somewhere. They met you at a networking event. They saw you on a Facebook Live. They saw you somewhere. They saw you speak someplace. And of all the speakers at that conference, you get to find a way to stand out, to differentiate yourself, not just in your message, but in a way that if I'm scrolling through 50 speakers at a conference, I can pick you out. You look exactly like I saw you on stage. I know that's you. I get to take you home with me. You get to be that special fruit juice. 4 pages, there were 10 pages of juices. And I scrolled all the way through to page 4 to find this special kind for my daughter. It was worth it because I knew it was good. I just couldn't remember the name of it. Are you that powerful? Is your impact making that kind of a punch when you show up? Can I readily recognize you later just from a picture? So, what did we learn from Harmons, my friend? 1, the customer experience is everything. It doesn't matter if you've done it 10,000 times. It doesn't have to be custom for you to be custom for them. This is not about Aunt June's Kitchen. I will tell you about that. But this isn't about I have to create a different product for everybody who comes into my space. Old hat for you, but make it custom for them. Make them feel special. It's a world of difference. I will shop at this grocery store forever because of the way they make me feel, both when I'm in store and online. Second, I have to be able to recognize you. Your audience gets to be able to recognize you without knowing your name. If your name and your logo are not on there, can I still tell that it's you? It's one of those points of the legend signature test. If you take off your picture, can I feel you? If all I have to go by is your photo, does it look like how you look in real life? It all gets to be cohesive and it all gets to be accurate and current. It's the best way to make sure your people can find you and not mistake you for somebody else. Right? Have you ever had a text message or a phone call that's like, oh, I thought you were somebody else. This is the wrong number. You don't want that with your audience. You want them to hit nail straight on the head, right? So make it a custom experience. It's how you will be remembered. It's how you will differentiate yourself in the heart and souls of your clients. And make sure that it feels and looks like you, so that in pages and pages of things that look all the same, they can pick you out of a lineup. Until I get to see you again, I'll give you a great big hug. I'll be out of quarantine shortly. Be safe and rock on.